Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing good, and I'm sure that I'm not sounding okay and you are able to make it out. Uh, I have got tested positive for COVID. uh, was having few symptoms and I didn't wanted to take risk, so I thought I'll just confirm it and make sure I keep myself safe and also make sure that I don't spread the infection to others. And I think they're suspecting the latest new variant. So there are so many new variants coming up, across in different parts of the world. So even in UK there are many cases. Number of cases are increasing, but I can say it is pretty much similar to Omicron, and they consider it to be sub variants of Omicron. New variants like XBB, then there's other like B.1 and things like that. So many other variants. So the current symptoms what I'm having is last night I had a temperature between 100 to 101 degrees, and it's very much obvious that I've got a very bad throat. I've got pain also. When tiredness is there, body ache is there. Well, this time I have started getting some sort of pimples on my face and neck and some parts of the body, which are a bit like kind of acne, and they are a bit painful too. So, in this video, you're going to see my journey of what I do to overcome the symptoms. Most of them are natural remedies and self care tips, what you can do at home. And I hope that it is going to be useful for all of you. Well, now I'm going to show you an excellent home remedy for everyone suffering from sore throat, cough, chest congestion, cold, and things like that. So, you mainly need two ingredients. So, one is black pepper, which has high antibacterial properties and it is also high in vitamin C. And the second uh, ingredient what you want is honey. Definitely honey has got excellent antitussive properties and is been used since ages, right from we know even in Ayurveda they use that for so many cough syrups and tonics. So these two ingredients you can prepare it in a very simple way and it's going to help a lot. I've been practicing this for a long time, and I've also suggested this to so many people and they have got a great relief by using this. But make sure you don't give this to infants under 12 months. So rest all age groups can use it. So you can just take equal amounts of pepper and honey. So this is the pepper which I've got from India. So I got the original ones, means the ones which were grown in the farm, and we had to just powder it so it is free from all adulterants. So honey, but it is good if you have good natural honey. But the one which I've got is this. So this brand I think is more available over here. You get really good honey. If you have any honey, it's okay. So all you have to do is just mix it well into a thick paste, and if you feel that you need more honey you can add, and it becomes a nice paste, coarse paste actually. So you can see how the mixture is getting, it's getting mixed. Mix it nicely. So you have to consume this twice a day. I would ask you to consume it preferably at bedtime and first thing in the morning, because according to Indian systems of medicine, there is more phlegm that is being produced in the night and in the early morning hours when it is more colder. So it's better you take at that time, and you try to mix it in a bigger spoon so that you don't spill it out. So you get a mixture something like this. So in case uh, this can also be used in the form of like honey with lemon. That is also an excellent remedy. You can mix it with warm water and drink. So all these are natural ways to overcome the discomfort of sore throat and cough. So let me just take it. It's not that bad though. It is not like very strong because the honey is going to balance the strong taste of pepper. And definitely will feel much better after some time. This is really effective. I've seen great effects in people like who were taking various kinds of cough syrup for a long time, and still it was not relieving the cough that persisted for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But when they took this, it really worked. So it is worth trying. So you also can try the same. Good morning. So this is another day with COVID. Feeling really tired, nose is really stuffed, finding it a bit hard to breathe also. Feeling very weak, couldn't sleep well last night, so overall not feeling good. One of the main symptom of COVID, like Omicron and other variants, are like horrible headache. That's just unbearable. Sometimes pain also radiates down towards the neck. Yes. Feel pain in the eyes also, and throat is very sensitive. So I can feel all my tonsils inflamed. Yeah, there's a lot of weakness. Don't feel like getting up or doing anything. So quickly, let me just have a check of my saturation. So I've got all these things when I came, so I'm just having a look. But after I think the second wave, the other variants are not affecting the oxygen saturation much. So, sort of thing, it's not that life threatening as it was used to be in the initial two variants. So, most of the time, it is like normal. So, my oxygen saturation is 98 and my pulse rate is 88, 89, which is quite okay. Yeah, so I just keep monitoring myself because there's no one else to do that here. So just making sure that everything is fine. We have to always watch out if there is any um, red flags or danger signs and act accordingly in order to be safe. Hydration or drinking lots of water is a must, even in normal situations, and especially in any infections, because the body is going through a lot of stress, and water is needed to flush out all the toxins that is caused by the end product of the viruses or the infection, and to make sure that you don't get dehydrated. So it is good that you drink warm water, and you can use warm water for gargling also. My best companion during this time of COVID here in the UK is definitely my hot water bag. So this was like so helpful because there was a lot of body pains and aches going on. I had very bad neck pain. So this helped me a lot and prevented me in taking many medications or painkillers. So we have to be very careful when we are using hot water bags. Go for a high quality one, don't go for a very low quality one, because I've heard of incidents in very close friend circles, where some of them, when they were using hot water bag, it got bursted and caused serious burns. So make sure that you use a good quality one, fill only half with really warm water and just tighten it. And always use a cover. Do not apply this directly to your body part, can cause burns. And this especially, I used to keep it on my chest to relieve from the chest pain and help me with that. And again, every time I used to carry a flask of hot water so that I kept on sipping warm water throughout the day. It helped you soothe the sore throat, and I used to feel better. It's better you don't go for cold drinks, fizzy drinks, and things like that. So this is going to be a very useful remedy and help you to relieve even if you have cough and things like that. But I didn't have cough, luckily. But I used to always sip hot water. That used to create a lot of relaxation in my chest, so that the symptoms didn't get worse. And the weather here is also cold, as you all know, and it used to give a good feeling when I used to drink more of warm water. And you can use flask like this so that the temperature is maintained, and even at night or any time you want to drink, you can have it handy with you always. Nutrition again is another important part of fighting infection, so we always have to make sure that we consume fresh food. Always try to opt for homemade, freshly cooked, clean, and hygienic food. You can even go for fresh fruits. Make sure that you don't keep them in the fridge freezer for a long time. So all this contain lots of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B12. You can even add milk and milk products. All these are going to have the sources of immune boosting vitamins and minerals, which will help us to gain our health back and give energy. Steam inhalation is something that is going to really help in overcoming the discomfort of infections like COVID, especially the stuffy nose, the sore throat, throat ache, the headache, sinusitis, things like that. So, steam inhalation helps to open up the pores, relaxes the facial muscles, gives a sense of warmth, help you to clear the blocked nose and sinuses. So it gives a lot of relief. Maximum you can do it for like 10-15 minutes. I used to do like twice a day. That was very much helpful. And I always used to feel heavy head, but it helped me overcome all those symptoms. Keep your surroundings well ventilated so that there is enough light and air moving out, because there can be a lot of pathogens around. And then take enough vitamin D, which helps you to improve your immunity. And the main source of vitamin D is definitely sunlight. So it's been 6 days. We got our first test positive, so it's time to retake the test. So I thought I'll just, for people who don't know how to do it, self test, I thought I'll just show you that. So the brand which I'm using is called Innova. For people in the UK, US, Europe, and so many other countries, this is available. So we have many other test kits in India, like Covi Self, Covi Find, and all, which also give pretty much reliable results. So before we start, so we have a solution, then we have this tube. So in some of the test kits you get it with the solution, in some you don't. So in case you don't have it, like which I've got, you can just put 6 drops of solution. So if you're doing it on yourself, make sure your hands are clean. If you're doing for others, so maximum try to wear a glove so that you don't get infected. Okay, so this is the tube. We have to open it from the opposite end, which is we should not touch the other end. Which goes inside. That's a long one, yeah. So the hardest part when it comes is putting this inside nose, whether you do it for yourself or you do it. Yeah. It wasn't that bad though. So I'm just putting in 2 nostrils. So make sure that we don't get wrong results and there is enough of the specimen thing in this. That should be fine. It was not that bad though. I can see I'm not crying. Usually my nose is very sensitive and sometimes I just sneeze a lot. But this time it was okay. So we have to like rotate at least five times. And now we're just trying to rotate it inside so that it covers well. This is the kit. It's pretty much similar to the pregnancy kind of kit. So I think this should be sufficient. In some of the kits, you can break it even smaller so that the swab stays inside. But in this, I don't think that will work. So I have to make sure that all the content is out and dispose it really well. Yeah. So just close the lid and we are going to put 2 drops of this into the tube. So let's do this. So it's like 2 drops, 1 and 2. So hopefully that should be enough. So I've been waiting for like 5 to 10 minutes and I think maximum is like 10-15 minutes. Within that you have to get a report. And as you all can see, I hope you all can see that. Thank God it is negative. Woohoo! Celebration time. So thank you all, friends, family, well-wishers who have stood by me and encouraged me and supported me for everything. And yeah, you can see that. Yeah. La 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 la. So it's negative. Yeah, it's 100% negative. And yeah, I feel much better than what I was on day one. So that's going to be our end of COVID journey.